have to record this again. This is my third time recording this because for some reason the files get corrupt, or I lose them, or something goes wrong. This weekend, Memorial Day weekend, we being me and Allie, decided to go camping together and take the bus with us, and give it like a real test of further than like an hour of driving, maybe just a little bit less than I've done so far. So I wanted to take it out. We decided to do something Memorial Day weekend. We ended up going north about 2.5 hours, and we booked a site on Hipcamp. When we booked this site, we looked at everything about it, including the reviews and everything that had to do with it. Everything looked great. There was photos of alpacas. All the sites were really nice and cleanly kept, and the views were pretty dang cool for this location. Me and Allie decided to book this site over other ones just because she wanted to see the alpacas. I also wanted to. I wasn't crazy about it, but it was really, like, I guess, enjoyable to see alpacas. I've never seen them before. But we were excited for this weekend, you know, a nice little getaway, just us two enjoying ourselves. We get there, and when I arrived, I had a hard time finding it initially, so I called the host. The host kind of led me down the right direction, and then I said, okay, I think I got it. Thank you, I appreciate it. If anything, I will give you a call. I didn't have to call her. I found the site. I got to the site, and the grass was just long. It was longer than it should be for a campsite. So I was like, okay, what do I do with this? You know, like, even just walking outside, my shoes, my boots specifically, my work boots are getting soaked. These work boots, these were just getting absolutely drenched. My leg was getting drenched halfway up to my knee just outside of the bus on the campsite. And then at that point, I was like, okay, this kind of sucks. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to sit and enjoy like a fire outside without our legs either getting wet or bugs climbing on us because of the tall grass. They're gonna hide in the grass and whatnot. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'm overreacting, right? So I was like, okay, it's already kind of late. Let's just level out the bus. We'll take a look tomorrow. Then we just took the night to ourselves, right? We stayed there because we thought it couldn't be that bad, right? We stay inside, make some food. We also play some Life is Strange together, enjoy our time together. We wake up in the morning. As we're waking up, we wake up slowly, enjoy the morning, I guess. I end up seeing two other people, another couple that just arrived in the morning. They started walking around, ended up coming towards our bus to, I guess, look at the campsite. I assumed that it was either the owners or something to do with the owners or somebody looking to buy the house. I ended up going out and talking to them lightly. I told them, let me get my boots on, and Allie ends up joining me outside, and we go talk to them, and they're actually just other people that booked another campsite there. They drove about 4 to 4.5 hours, I think they said, to get there. And then when they were there, they saw the grass was as tall as literally the tables. Hold on a second. So as I said, the grass on their campsite was as tall as the tables, and I didn't even get to see it yet. So me and Allie were walking and looking, and the grass was just tall, very tall. And even just walking to like where they, I guess, parked, or to get to their campsite, the grass was like up to my knees almost, and it was definitely well past Allie's knees because she's shorter. And we were just, our legs were soaked, completely soaked. And we were talking to them for a little bit, and they kind of like, talking to them made us realize, wow, this is really bad, right? That the owner that is charging almost $40, actually it was $39 a night to stay at those campsites, literally did not take care of anything. Didn't have alpacas, which is like the main driving factor of us wanting to go there, and that other couple. Didn't have cut grass for us to just sit outside and enjoy it without getting like our legs like completely wet just from like either just morning dew or rain or whatever. So we made a decision shortly after talking to that couple, because the couple ended up leaving. they were like, we'll just find another place. I ended up literally leaving with Allie. We were like, okay, we'll just figure it out. We left. We couldn't ask for a refund anymore because it was already happening during that weekend. We couldn't do anything about it. I put in a support ticket, and they were asking, the support ticket asked me if I tried to put in a refund for it, when they obviously just seemed like they didn't read it or doesn't understand how hipcamp works, apparently, when you're someone that's using it as like a guest. That being said, we left. We made the best of it. We were driving back towards where we live, just figuring it out. We stopped at a rest stop where I ended up talking to my boss, who had an issue at work, which she owns a campsite, and I'm one of the grounds maintenance person where I fix random things. So with that being said, I was like, well, we're heading down now. I don't think we're finding anywhere else, so I'll just head to you, and I'll stop by and quickly like help fix it and whatnot. With that, she said, why don't you guys, well, you can come help fix this if you want. You don't have to, but if you do, you can come stay here for the night. So we ended up taking her up on that offer. I went there, fixed whatever issue was going on. I also ended up staying there that night with Allie. We ended up making pizza, just enjoying our time together with my boss, because they're just really, really nice, kind people, and they're cool in general. There's a lot of guests there that were doing their own thing, but they all wanted pizza too, so it turned into us just hanging out, to us just making pizzas for everybody, basically. Then we woke up in the morning and took the morning super slow and ended up going home for the weekend. It was a weekend that turned out crappy, and honestly it really is crappy given that we drove 2.5 hours to go to this campsite, and there was like not a care from the host to even like make sure anything was like slightly decent. But we made the best of it when we went to where I work, because it's really, really down to earth, chill, and just enjoyable in general. We enjoyed our morning. My boss's daughter is just really like such a cute girl. We ended up feeding the goats at work, which normally I always feed them every day, so it's nothing special to me. But I didn't know that goats liked watermelon rind. Goats like it, ducks like it, and obviously chickens love it. But I cut up watermelon. We just saved half of the rinds and split it between all of them, and the other half I put into compost. But you know, it was really the driving that I really enjoyed on the bus, and seeing its limits and any possible issues that we had. There was only one issue that we really had, actually I guess two. One time I parked on the road near a McDonald's so that we can go get McDonald's, and the bus just wouldn't start. But then I quickly got it to start, which was just like a weird like little hiccup thing. I didn't have any issue starting it since that one time. And the other issue that we had is when I really give it too much of I guess gas or diesel, or the go pedal, if you will. It throws like a check engine light randomly, and that check engine light doesn't go away, and it throws like the bus into like a little limp mode until I shut it off and turn it back on, and then it just drives fine for the most part again. The bus obviously doesn't have real much force going uphill or anything like that, so it kind of is stinky. But when you're mostly flat or slight incline decline, it's generally fine. But I would like to figure out that misfire issue, which I think would just be just a general maintenance of like glow plugs. And geez, something just got in my eye. Oh no. I think I'll be fine, hopefully. But yeah, that's generally how our weekend went. I don't think it's anything too crazy or anything too exciting, but you know, I think the bus held up generally well, and I hope the footage and videos and I guess snippets and stuff going on during this I guess me talking to you and catching you up on what happened this weekend. I guess it's going to be a different video, less cinematic and enjoyable as I planned, but better than nothing. So I hope to see you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoyed it, and if there's anything that you'd like to see, let me know. See you later. Peace.